From the moment we're born, we're encouraged to learn, to question and to explore the world around us. We learn to talk, walk and feel, and are told that that is enough to navigate this vast world. But something seems to be changing. As we step into our classrooms, whether they're physical or virtual, we are slowly realizing there is one important factor missing: the art of critical thinking. Studies and reports show a concerning trend. Critical thinking skills are on the decline, and it's affecting our society at large. We live in an age of unprecedented access to information, yet the ability to separate fact from fiction, to think critically, is slipping through our fingers. In a world full of technological advances, it is ironic that we need more problem solvers than ever before. But why is this happening? What factors are contributing to this decline? And what are the consequences for our future? Imagine you're on an operating table, about to undergo a life-changing surgery. What do you want your surgeon to possess? Certainly knowledge, expertise, but above all, you'd want him to think critically, to analyze, to make split-second decisions, to adapt when faced with unexpected challenges. Critical thinking isn't confined to the operating rooms, it's also the cornerstone of responsible journalism. Reporters must scrutinize information, separate fact from fiction, and present stories that inform, not mislead. In our everyday lives, critical thinking allows us to evaluate arguments, engage in meaningful discussions, and form opinions based on evidence rather than emotion. It's the tool that empowers us to solve complex problems, from unraveling the mysteries of the universe to troubleshooting everyday challenges we encounter. In essence, critical thinking is not just a skill, it's a mindset, a way of approaching the world. It's what sets us on a path of lifelong learning and helps us navigate the complexities of our ever-changing society. It is one of humans' superpowers that we seem to be afraid to use. It is imperative that we look at the roots of the problem to understand it, and the problem starts at the same place and time that our thinking skills develop: school. For many of us, our educational journey begins in classrooms like this, with rows of neatly arranged desks and a teacher at the front delivering lessons and you following instructions. You see, the school system put in place shapes us to be ready for the working system when we are done, both of which don't have a need for your critical thinking. As long as you can follow instructions, you are well fit for the system. The real life-changing lessons are not taught. Things like controlling emotions, being realistic, creating wealth, and living independently are replaced by the pursuit of academic excellence. In this pursuit, standardized testing has become the norm. Students are not measured by their ability to think critically, but by how well they can remember a topic for the test day, only to never use that knowledge again. The truth is that scoring an A on a test is far more important than understanding the topic. Furthermore, in today's digital age, students have instant access to vast amounts of information, which can be a double-edged sword. Although it provides opportunities for learning, it acts more as a crutch to lean on, adding fuel to the fire of not thinking for oneself. And it's not just the school's fault. You see, often parents get trapped in a cycle of grades and performance as well, sometimes completely killing the child's natural curiosity in the pursuit of academic success. All these factors combined inadvertently creates an environment that prioritizes compliance and conformity over the development of independent, critical thinkers. The consequences of this reality is far more severe than we think. On a personal level, the inability to think critically can leave individuals ill-equipped to tackle complex problems. It becomes challenging to adapt to new situations or make informed decisions. One of the most immediate consequences is the proliferation of misinformation. When individuals lack the ability to critically assess information, they become vulnerable to believing and spreading falsehoods. The outrageous news they hear, the wild stories they are told, it all goes. No one thinks twice about it, so nothing is criticized. I mean, people are just now starting to question the mainstream media, wondering whether or not what they heard is true. But by lacking the skills to think for themselves, they never get further than just denying the news. And since they lack the investigation skills to actually figure out the truth, they instead rebel by using TikTok or PewDiePie as their news source, thinking that it must be true as long as it's not the mainstream media saying it. It's as if the people constantly need someone to follow, making it a game of the blind leading the blind. Think about it. When was the last time you investigated some news you heard? When did you do some research on your own, find multiple sources confirming it, or maybe called someone in the affected area to get details? Indeed, it is more work than to just accept and trust the news, but the rise of AI and deepfakes should be a wake-up call for all of us to not be so easily influenced and misled. To counter this, we must solve the issue at its fundamental levels. First and foremost, it starts within our education systems. We must re-evaluate and revamp the curricula to prioritize critical thinking over rote memorization. Teachers and parents play a pivotal role, encouraging questions, facilitating discussions, and creating an environment where curiosity is actually encouraged can help nurture critical thinking in students and children. By doing so, we set the stage for our future generation to be independent, leading to a society of thinkers and not followers. Remember that the power to think critically and shape a brighter future lies within you. By nurturing this vital skill, you become not only a catalyst for change, but a beacon of hope in a world that needs it.